26 little things that secretly makes you unhappy. Unhappiness comes in many shades of gray. While depression and other psychological diseases are certainly a clinical illness and should not be minimized, there are also factors that contribute to feeling down that you can influence. Here are 26 little things that secretly makes you unhappy. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. 1. You worry too much. Worry creates inner turmoil. It's like a rocking chair moving feverishly, but going nowhere. Worrying doesn't create action, it freezes you so you are unable to think clearly and make changes to ensure the negative outcome never happens. Your energy would be better utilized in changing things that you can control, and letting the rest go. Don't worry. Be happy. The lack of worry can certainly create happiness. 2. You don't love yourself. If you are happy, you can give happiness. If you don't love yourself and if you are unhappy with yourself, you can't give anything else but that. It is impossible to find happiness if you don't love yourself enough to pursue it. While it may be hard to get out of the boxing ring, it's time to stop beating yourself up and learn to love the person in the mirror. 3. You hold grudges. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Mark Twain. Holding a grudge has about the same logic as drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. You are harming yourself by carrying all of that negative energy. Let the bitterness go, for your own benefit. The person who criticized you is probably having a great time without giving you a second thought, while you waste your life sending them death rays with your mind. 4. You believe everyone should play by your rules. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, you're fooling yourself. The sooner you accept this, the happier you will be. No one else got your memo about the way things should be done, how they should treat you, or how to live their lives by your standards and beliefs. Simply take people as they are and appreciate the colorful spectrum of ideas and viewpoints, instead of feeling exasperated by them. 5. You compare yourself to others. Most people play the internal comparison game. Usually, they scrutinize only one small area of that person's life and see where they match up. If you simply can't stop measuring things, take an inward comparison dive instead. Are you a better person than you were yesterday? 6. You chose to be happy only when all of your dreams come true. Happiness is not determined by what's happening around you, but rather what's happening inside you. Most people depend on others to gain happiness, but the truth is, it always comes from within. Having lofty goals are great. But when you tie your happiness to future successes that may or may not happen, you never find joy in the life you live today. Find things that thrill you today, and let tomorrow surprise you. 7. You seek materialism over everything else in life. While money certainly is a great gain in this life, it doesn't bring happiness. Think about how you would feel if tomorrow was your last day to breathe. Would you really want to make more money, or would your focus turn to connecting with people or having certain experiences? If you live by your values, you will find more fulfillment than materialism could ever bring. And this motivation engine will help you figure out the values that are truly important to you. 8. You don't make time for the right things. We all lose our focus at times. However, keeping your activities aligned with your values is helpful in keeping a positive perspective. One good exercise is to list your values and rank them by their importance to you. Then, see how many of your daily activities actually align with your values. But still, the best thing to do is to understand how to prioritize your life and do what matters to you most. Here's how. 9. You hang out with unhappy people. When you have to start compromising yourself and your morals for the people around you, it's probably time to change the people around you. You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time around. If your friends are constant sources of negativity in your life, it may be time to find more positive people. 10. You're stuck in your past. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading your last one. Many people become the product of their pasts. While we can all learn from our past, staying there is not practical to living in the present. The past can't be changed or relived. To constantly dwell on it does not create an emotionally healthy outlook. 11. You keep thinking about your future and can't enjoy today. What you do today determines who you will be tomorrow. Some people focus so much on the stars that they miss the entire journey's sights, experiences, and lessons learned in getting there. Find as much joy in the adventure as in obtaining the end goal. If you don't, you will be frustrated until your future vision is reality. Since this may or may not happen, why limit yourself when you can find just as much happiness in the quest as in the destination? 12. You're unhealthy. The way you think, the way you behave, the way you eat, can influence your life by 30 to 50 years. Deepak Chopra. How you value fitness, healthy eating, stress reduction, and sleeping all impact how much happiness you feel. Emotions are linked to many physical properties in your body. The mind-body connection is very real, and often just adding exercise, sunshine, extra shut-eye, or a healthier diet can improve your mood immediately. 13. You're afraid of failure. Some people are so afraid of making a mistake that they never try. Just imagine how that would have worked out when you were learning to walk. You'd probably still be crawling. Unfortunately, we sometimes lose our bravery as adults and fear trying anything because it may not work. If you embrace this mindset, you will never live up to your potential. This can create a huge dissatisfaction in your life. Remember to subscribe to my channel. 14. You procrastinate. Procrastination is an endless spiral into frustration. The more you do it, the heavier your load. It's like trying to run a marathon while picking up rocks along the way. Eventually the stress gets too heavy. You should finish projects and drop those rocks so you stay light and able to maneuver through your day without dragging 20 other projects you have put off behind you. 15. You have unrealized dreams. The ghosts of dead dreams can haunt us. Fortunately, you can always breathe new life into your vision by finding the courage to follow new and exciting possibilities. It's never too late to do the things you desire. At the end of the day, you'll only regret things you didn't do. 16. You're dependent. While it may be easier to depend on others, becoming independent is one of the hallmarks of adulthood. Those that cling to others with no plan to break free often struggle with self-esteem. It's hard to find your wings when weighed down by other people's agendas. 17. You ignore opportunities. Sometimes, when opportunity comes to knock on the door, people just decide to keep the TV droning on and not to answer the door. Or, the opportunity looks too much like work, or pushes them out of their comfort zone that they choose to pass on it. However, if this becomes a habit, you will find yourself frustrated when you see times where you passed when you should have held on with every fingernail fiber. It's hard to be happy when you can't hold on to the good things that come your way. Take the risk, and jump. You may be surprised how much it changes your life for the better. 18. You hate your job. You spend most of your life working. So, if you are in a job that you hate, it's really hard to keep a happy outlook. The best way to change your life is to begin working toward your passion, not just a paycheck. Aren't sure what your passion is yet to motivate you? Take a look at this advice. 19. You chase the wrong things. When you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you. Sometimes we get confused about what really is important for us. Do a deep dive inside to discover what you value most. Then, don't waste your life chasing the things that don't really matter. 20. You have no spiritual life. Many studies have shown a correlation between spirituality and increased happiness. Being part of a group of like-minded people who focus on helping others and unconditionally loving people certainly would help you find fulfillment in life. Also, many people find prayer and meditation to be very calming and beneficial to their emotional well-being. All of these factors, as well as many others, contribute to an overall better mental outlook of people plugged into the spiritual realm. 21. You have no real friends. Making 100 friends is not a miracle. The miracle is to make a single friend who will stand by your side even when hundreds are against you. While your world may be full of acquaintances, if you don't have a few close friends that will stick by you no matter how rough the storm is, you will find yourself in a sad state. Life is about connecting with people, and if you aren't sure how strong yours are, it may be time to find some friends who will always be there. You will feel more confident in your future by knowing that you will always have support. 22. You care too much about what others think. Too many people buy things they don't need, with money they don't have, to impress people they don't know. Once people finally accept the reality that you can't please everyone, life gets so much easier. In fact, having a goal to try to please everyone will simply drive you crazy. There is no reason to exist with other people's motives and thoughts whispering in your ear. Break free of the people-pleasing cycle and learn to live your own life. 23. You're impatient. Never cut a tree down in the wintertime. Never make a negative decision in the low time. Never make your most important decisions when you are in your worst moods. Wait. Be patient. The storm will pass. The spring will come. Robert Schuller. I've always struggled with patience. It's so hard to wait, but sometimes that's all you can do. When you learn to approach times where circumstances force you to slow down, try to keep a positive outlook on the situation. After all, the time will pass either way. You can choose to be calm and take your time to make the best decision, or you can make a hasty turn that takes you down a much worse road. 24. You don't learn from your mistakes. You cannot change what you refuse to confront. Have you ever noticed how some people never seem to learn? Even though they always come to horrible outcomes, they continue with the same pattern of self-destruction. While it's easy to see this happen to others, it's much harder to recognize it in ourselves. If something goes wrong, as tempting as it may be just to block the memory, it's far better to think through how the negative result occurred and how you can avoid replicating it in the future. Our mistakes do serve a purpose. No matter how painful it is, we need to learn from them. 25. Expectations. Whether they're self-expectations or expectations from others, they will either be too high or too low. Instead of being discouraged, set them slightly lower, make them challenging, but still attainable. When you accomplish them, you'll have more reasons to celebrate. Stop setting yourself up for disappointment by constantly comparing your expectations with reality. 26. Trust issues. You believe everyone is out to get you, will betray you, or simply cannot be trusted. This makes it harder to make friends or any connections outside your comfort zone. Why not start by tearing down your walls, brick by brick? Conclusion. The choice to be happy ultimately lies in your hands. Happiness doesn't have to be elusive. Sometimes, all you have to do is to open the door to the thrilling possibilities before you. If you enjoyed our video, please like, share and subscribe and hit the bell notification to the first to receive our next educative videos, and please consider watching our next video on your screen or visit our playlist for more educational, self-development and relationship tips videos, and don't forget to share our videos as well. Thank you.